today. You don't think she wouldn't be a prime soft target? You know what I'm saying, for nefariousness?
But that's the thing. Like, how many of our grandmothers
Let me say something to
were.
this because there's some
Now
key
let
points.
me just say this, and I'll let
Go
you
ahead.
go in,
Go ahead.
Val. Like, how many of our grandmothers were what you would call being a part of the train? If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. How many of your grandmothers or your grandfathers were part of these trains that you can look into and say, oh, nah, that ain't happened with my family. I'm talking about these orphan trains. I'm talking about these actual trains that existed in a historical perspective that is real. Because for a lot of us, and I'm pretty sure with Sharice, and I'm pretty sure with Chief, and I'm pretty sure with Bap, our ancestors, they weren't part of them type of orphan trains. I'm not saying that they didn't exist, but what I'm saying is they were not part of the families that we can find and look into the records and see that they exist. We talking about records that exist, but I don't want to be long-winded about. You got it.
Peace and love, everybody. Just briefly, just so I could kind of reiterate what I was trying to say over there on the TikTok or whatever, because I like it over there on TikTok. I'm trying to get my fighting skills up by going over there. But I would say that as
I'm about
far
to
as,
be over there. I'm about to be over there, sis. Yeah,
yeah,
you
man. I
good.
mean,
I
because
got
we
you. I
Native
got you. You know,
Americans, boy,
DMV. Yeah, I'll be over there.
yeah, they be trying it. They be trying it. They really do. And they need to be checked at the door with their nonsense because they are so rooted in like what their tribal this is and their tribal rules and blood quantum and all how much blood do you have? I mean, that's the nonsense that they spew all day long over there. But I will say this when we was talking about the immigrant piece, because I just kind of want to go back to that because a lot of some people feel like they're coming in and they're able to step over us and some people don't, and to each his own. But what I'll say to that is that we've seen a huge influx of immigrants between like, I mean, even Professor David Eltis said it when we talking about this large influx of African migrants between
Mm,
1992 and the year 2000. We're seeing
mm.
such a huge influx of it even now in our present day. I think it's like over 4 million of them. But we've seen a lot of things take place, like what's going on in Minnesota with the Somali takeover and how they're getting in a lot of trouble for marriage fraud and different things like that, autism fraud, and just a lot of different things that they're getting hemmed up on, like basically taking taxpayers' dollars and using it to whatever benefit they feel like they could use it for, welfare and everything else that these people are over there getting
You
on
also got
people's
Dearborn,
money.
Michigan too, sis. I ain't want to cut you off.
It's okay.
Yeah, yeah. You got Dearborn, Michigan. That's another Somali stronghold. Like, these people don't think that we don't know where they're at. Like, we already know. Like, the South
Yep.
is where everybody want to be, but the DMV, like DC, Maryland, Virginia, like they there from a stronghold perspective because they know that drum beat from the go-go sounds
Hmm.
that spreads out to the rest of the northeast woodlands, to the southeast woodlands, to everybody else. They already know that sound right there is something that originated here. And I'm just thankful that our ancestors were able to keep that originality alive, or that indigeneity, or whatever you want to call it, when it comes to originality,
Yes.
reality of it, alive, because it started here and it spread it out. I don't care what nobody say. Check the records, check everything that we have here, and then look at everything you have elsewhere. And the reason why I say this is because when you look at the struggle for the Georgia coast, we can research a lot of the indigeneities and the ancestries of people here going into the Carib region. We're just talking about domestic trades that was happening a long time ago in the 1500s. So whenever you hear people talk about, San Miguel de Guadalupe, ask them what happened before then, with the whole Tierra de Ajan or Tierra de Guerre, or all of these tierras of the land that happened here in